The best for last. My gal pal, my girl Friday. Sarah's back. First of all, I love this girl. We love Crafter's Companion. And girl, you're like pulling out all the stops. Boy, if you're gonna do one day in July birthday month, you're gonna make it count.
Let's do everything. And you know what happens on these days? Everything builds up to the big show at 9 o'clock on the night.
You know it does.
Where we save what's kind of like another version of it today special, just for the 9 o'clock show.
It is. In fact, speaking of which, this is only for this show. This is only for this hour. It is a one-shot deal. By the way, everything expires at midnight, meaning the 5-pay flex pays, the special shopping cart at $5, the price on our this day and this hour only. So you want to just dig in, my friend?
Oh, let's just go for it.
Let's do it.
I got so much to show you in this hour, and we are kicking it off with the one item that I know thousands of you have been waiting all day to see. Our latest and greatest innovation in the world of die cutting. This is all about building a scene. So when I say you build a scene, okay,
you guys have to see this.
It's about creating a card like this, where every level tells another part of the story. So whether it's this beautiful design where you've got the outer frame, where we then build up the tree and the little fence, the birdhouse, the bunting, the grass, everything in the background. Or perhaps you want to do this a little bit more ethereal. And you want to tell the story as a bit like a fairy tale wedding. Okay? So you want to open the gates to the church, and you've got the church in here, you've got the trees in the background, you've got the lake flowing in the background.
So cute.
But then actually, how does that same design look done in a monotone?
Oh, no, what a great idea.
What I'd say is, you won't get this until you watch it. The great news is, you've got 20 minutes for me to explain this to you in detail.
So Sarah's gonna help take me on a tour of what we have left, and I realize this is the only airing, but I'll just tell you right now, if you want the Village Fair, and again, I know you'll do the details, there are 2,000 and 2,000 only.
Is that it?
Yeah, that's it.
Is that it left?
If you want the cottage, there are 2,000, 2,000 only. So, you know, rather than me knock everything over, which you know I will, I'll rely on your expertise to help take everybody on a little tour here.
Right. This is a ginormous collection of dice. So you have to choose 5 options. You've got to choose your favourite, right? So this is your happily ever after. Now, if I show you in each one of the packets on the back,
it's got a unicorn.
It gives you the instructions.
I'm in.
But then also, this is what you're kind of working to. So it shows you that beautiful card, but then on the front, you get the large format creator card die. A die of this size is $29.99.
Oh, it is.
So see everything else as being a bonus, right?
It's free.
Everything else is coming in as a bonus.
One of the die cut, and then everything else is basically a bonus or a freebie.
You've got a secondary creator card. We can build our own fairy tale castle. We've got the prince and the princess in here. We've got the pumpkin carriage that he can take. So it all tells your fairy tale story. As we move along...
And again, that's the...
That one is the happily ever after.
Is the happily ever after.
The country fete is the one that I'm going to demo for you first.
Okay.
So again, that was the one that you saw here.
Okay.
So to create this card, Shannon, what you've got is that base creator card again. Then you've got the bunting. You've got
pays
the
for the
tree
purchase.
That covers your cost of your this day only.
Okay.
You've got your your picket fence, your tree, your bunting, your leaves, all to tell the rest of the story. So that's country fete. Moving along, the one that I think is going to be the most popular, just based on the other fairy stamps we've had on today.
Yeah.
This one here is called your Enchanted Garden. Now, can you see it's got those lovely big dandelion heads around the outside?
Yeah.
And actually, I'm going to sneak around here and lift this up so that you can actually see this is the finished one that it's going to make.
Oh, is that ever sweet?
Even just the outer bit. Oh, my word, is that right, how many people are on the phones?
Oh, yeah. Do you know what? I mean, no joke, guys.
I haven't even shown you the other two
I
yet.
know, and so we've got 2 other choices, but you snooze, you lose. Sarah and I look forward to doing these grand finale shows.
These will go until they sell out.
They absolutely
will
will.
Go until they sell out.
Okay.
Right, okay. This, I love this one, right? So this one here, if you look at that on the back, this is your wisteria window.
Okay.
The window actually opens.
Oh, does it really?
The window opens.
Oh, come on.
You've got the little curtains that are going to sit inside the
darling.
window. And you know, again, just the creator card style on this one, just having the outer part here looks incredible.
It does.
And then that last one, I'm going to have to come around the front to get in.
You know what's so funny? The whole table is almost what you get. I mean, this is so gigantic, it defies description. Seriously.
This is that one that's got a church built in. So this tells you exactly how to make it. You've got the church built in, and then these tell you all the dies you've got, but look at the actual size. Look at that, 1,500.
Beautiful.
1,500
Hey, I just want to forewarn you, these are all in sellout quantity. The price is good for this hour. The flex pay is good for this hour. So two things, price is no longer valid after midnight. Flex pay is no longer valid after midnight. That shopping cart is no longer valid after midnight. It's interesting because Sarah and I have a number of auto ship choices in different opportunities tonight. This is not one of them because they're already giving away the store.
It's everything.
Basically, one of the dies pays for the purchase, and then you get a whole series of bonuses around that.
Instead of auto shipping them, I thought, you know what, I'm just going to show you all 5.
Yeah, why
I'm just
not?
going to show you all 5 right up. You pick the one you love, or pick all 5 that you love if you want. And I just have to show you a few of the samples before I go on the demonstration.
Oh, no, look at that.
Oh, my word.
Is that ever sweet?
Oh, my word. Even if you just use the outer one, which is the one that covers you this day only, everything inside's a bonus, right?
Okay.
Look at this one here. This is that scene.
Oh,
but now with
Sarah.
acetate in the front.
Now, wait a minute, is that the church one?
That's the church.
That's the church,
And do you know what? You can also start and mix and match these.
Yeah.
This is where you can start and get clever.
Okay.
So what about doing this as a book? So each page of the book...
So that would be the fairies on the front, right? Okay.
And you see, each page of the book has the next bit of the story.
Oh, I want it all.
So as you're going through, you're building up each layer in the book to tell the next part of that story. Oh, hang on, I've got 2 pages together. And then even with your own stamp. Do you know, take that book concept to the next level. Yeah. You're going to get to this.
Okay, now this blew me away. You guys have to stop whatever you're doing to see this.
This is one of Angela's, and it just shows you. So, that outer creator card, I think you're going to be using so much on its own.
Right.
Then you've got the secondary creator card, which is that beautiful. So this one here is from your Happily Ever After.
Okay.
So you've got that secondary circle one.
Which, by the way, Sarah, we might be calling that Far, Far Away. I'm going to have Adam check. We might be calling that Far, Far Away in our system.
So can you see, look, they can hug each other as well. Isn't that cute?
Love it.
Then they go to the fairy tale castle.
Yes.
Then they come along with the pumpkins, and this is now using the ones from the fairy garden one.
Wow.
And then finally they go to the little and do you know, all the way through, you're just looking through that book.
Love it.
Are you ready? I've got another mind-blowing
We did clarify the Happily Ever After is actually being called Far, Far Away in our system. It's really actually Happily Ever After.
I love your system. It does its own thing.
It does whatever it wants. It has a mind of its own.
Are you ready for this?
I'm ready.
I knew that so many of you would be desperate to do this. I've actually had a tutorial done for this on YouTube.
Oh, no kidding.
So you could go buy these, get them delivered in the next few days, and be able to make this based on that YouTube tutorial.
Oh, perfect. We've got the jib available just to kind of give you an idea.
This is stepping forward, but can you see you are actually looking? So these are the gates. You look through the gates, you can see the church. But if I tip this up, this is how dimensional this whole project. There we go. This is how dimensional the whole project is. That is one of the video tutorials.
Wow! And you have to find that you did that on YouTube,
right? Just on YouTube. I don't want you to think we're sending you away with no help. No. This is another one that is coming on YouTube.
Okay, this takes my breath away.
All of these are taking your breath away.
No, I'm serious. It is.
It all comes together to tell Once Upon a Fairy Tale. And then you open this out, and it's that scene built in, so it's like a wintry scene. Oh, I love these, and I'm glad everyone's loving them.
Yes, in fact, I do want to forewarn you though, because here's what happens. First of all, people wait for the grand finale because they know the jig is up, but we're all done. This is the only day of birthday month. Number 2, any one of the dies in any of your individual choices pays for the purchase, and then everything else surrounding that is a bonus. So what happens is, at this special price, most of you do more than one selection because that's what you build whole.
Get all 5. Get all 5.
See, I was going to say that, but that is what most people do because then, boy, you want to talk about creative content. You can build and create to your heart's content. I mean, you can go bananas. Oh, one other thing. I can't believe I almost forgot to mention. Now, you can cut your own individual sizes, correct?
You can. All the instructions are on the back.
Right. However, and Adam, I'm sorry, if we've got the item number, that would be great. I can cheat, right?
Across the front here is basically, I'm going to show you how you score together the side, and then how you need the envelopes to put this all together, so then your 3D envelope. If you don't want to be making your own envelopes, if you don't want to be cutting the base pieces of card down, we've done a whole set where we've basically given you all the scored pieces, the folding, the envelope, and everything to start
just as perfect. For my crew, that's 102, I believe, the matrix that we have. So, and there aren't a ton. Oh, by the way, on those, there are only 2,000, period.
Yeah.
So,
and that's not for a lot of people who might want to buy 2 or 3 sets.
Yes, for sure. Okay.
Right, okay.
All right.
So, if you're going to do this at home yourself, right, all you're going to do, the base die, you're going to cut a piece of card to 6 by 6, and then on the side, can you see, you're just going to do this concertina fold. So you're going to score mountain and valley every quarter of an inch so that you get this kind of effect down here. Now, the actual die is a creator card. This is the die that says pays for you this day only. So this would normally be $30 for a creator card of this size.
Gotcha.
This goes into the front.
Okay.
I'm just going to hold it down with a little piece of tape.
Yep.
And then we are ready to send that through our machine.
Right.
Now, I've got the Gemini Junior. I'm going to be working with the Junior because I'm working with the big Gemini, but with the Junior plates. And we've got the Junior coming up next.
Oh, in fact, you know what, Adam? At some point, if we could give out the item number for the Gemini Junior, that would be great, because that always sells out every time. Yes. In fact,
and it always sells out at a much higher price.
I know it does.